Brenna Walsh is an environmentalist in Halifax. She says there's some disappointments out of COP27.
That stronger language in terms of reducing emissions would have been really great to see, particularly for a country that really has a strong fossil fuel economy like Canada. So those phasing down and fully phasing out oil and gas as well as coal emissions are really important to see.
Kate Irwin is an associate professor at St. Mary's University. She says we need to cut gas emissions drastically to not go over the 1.5 Celsius goal.
We're already at 1.2. We need to lower our emissions drastically. So cut by 50% by 2030 and to zero by 2050.
For Walsh, there was some good news. The climate conference did reach an agreement to provide funding from wealthy countries to help vulnerable countries that were hit hard by climate disasters.
I now invite the COP to adopt the decision entitled Funding Arrangements for Responding to Loss and Damage associated with the adverse effects of climate change, including focus on addressing loss and damage.
Even though the Loss and Damage Fund still has a lot of questions unanswered, how much it will be and who is funding it, Walsh says it could help stay close to the 1.5 degrees increase in global temperature.
I think it's really great to see that the Loss and Damage Fund was finally something that was both first put on the agenda. I think that was even a big first at COP, and then really that it will be taken up by world countries, that it was agreed upon and part of the overall agreement from COP27. I think that alongside dedicated funding that will continue for mitigation and adaptation will really help in terms of making this global commitment a reality.
A next step in the climate change discussions, UN Biodiversity Conference in Montreal next month. It will have governments from around the world come together to agree to a new set of goals for nature over the next decade. Fawzi Ibrahim, WTV News, Halifax.